What a day it was here in Fort Dodge, and today's slate of semifinal games had everything from a dominant win headlined by freshmen to a 10-inning thriller. Starting off with Class 5A, Ankeny Centennial facing off against Southeast Polk. We'll start in the second inning, things still scoreless. The freshman Maddie Ott blasts this one 237 feet over the center field fence for a 3-run homer. She was getting it done today on defense as well. This ball gets hit deep, but she tracks it all the way to the fence and pulls off the robbery. A great catch there. But she wasn't the only freshman to step up. Jordan Kennedy had herself a day. She had a double and a home run in this game. The Jags beat Southeast Polk in dominant fashion 11-1 to advance to the 5A state championship game, and they'll have a chance to bring home their first ever state title tomorrow against Pleasant Valley.
I mean, like our seniors last year, so they're trying to do all they can, and then us younglings just trying to do as much as we can as well to win the state title.
In Class 4A, we had an epic battle on our hands between the hometown team, Fort Dodge, and the defending state champs, Winterset. The Dodgers up 2-0 in the second. A grounder to short from Maggie Elsbecker brings in a run, and she reaches first on a throwing error. But Winterset would wake up in the third. McKenna Olson with a line drive over the third baseman. That'll bring in a runner to get the Huskies on the board. This game had to be settled in extra innings, tied at 4-4 in the top of the 10th. Neela Applegate pops one up to left center. It's caught, but it gives Olson just enough time to tag and score. The Huskies pull off the come-from-behind victory over Fort Dodge 6-4, and now just one win away from repeating as state champs.
Nobody would have expected this after last year, losing 5 seniors, but I mean, it feels amazing, and we've done it before, so we're going to be ready.
And in the other 4A semifinal, Norwalk going up against North Scott. The Lancers got out to an early lead thanks to the solo home run from Maddie McDermott in the first. Norwalk would answer back in the second inning. A sacrifice bunt would get the Warriors their first run of the game. Later in the inning, now up 1, Maddie Gillian gets a hard grounder through, and in comes Naya Holbert to put the Warriors up 4-2. But North Scott found a way to come back and take down Norwalk 6-4. The Lancers will face Winterset for the 4A state title. Moving on to Class 2A, I-35 taking on Regina Catholic. The Regals were in control of this one from start to finish. They rolled past the Roadrunners in 5 innings, 13-1. On the other side of the bracket, we had Van Meter versus Central Springs. The Panthers struck first with the sacrifice bunt to put them ahead 1-0, but the Bulldogs were chomping at the bit to unleash their offense. Lauren Wallace gets them going with the base hit here, and then Macy Blomgren puts the exclamation point on it. She crushes this one into the center field bleachers for a 3-run home run to give Van Meter a 3-1 lead. The Bulldogs are able to hold off a Central Springs comeback 10-9, and they're headed to the state championship. And finally, in Class 1A, the top seed Martinsdale St. Mary's looking to avoid an upset against Wayne. Up 2-0 in the third, Abigail Hughes strokes this one into center field, and that'll bring in Campbell German to make it a 3-0 ball game. Later in the inning, it would be Hadley Pearson who sends this one screaming to the center field fence. The Blue Devils plate another run and cruise past Wayne 9-0 en route to the state championship game. I'll be back out here tomorrow with 2 championship games. That includes the 5A state title game between Ankeny Centennial and Pleasant Valley, as well as the 4A state title game between Winterset and North Scott. Reporting from Fort Dodge, Reina Garcia, Local 5 Sports.
Let's check in now on some state baseball scores. In the Class 1A semifinals, Linville-Sully lost a close one to Remsen St. Mary's 1-0. And in Class 3A, North Polk shut out Carlisle 8-0 to advance to the state championship on Friday. The Class 2A and 4A semifinal games will take place tomorrow.